Alrighty guys, we're back for some Magpie ETBs, and this deck is a Streets of New Capenna standard build. We're going to go over the deck, then hop into some normal play mode because I designed this deck to be fun, not to be competitive, and I think it's going to accomplish the fun side of things. The deck's based around Lagrella, the Magpie, and essentially it's green, white, blue, legendary creature, human soldier, 2/3. When it enters the battlefield, exile any number of other target creatures controlled by different players until Lagrella leaves the battlefield. When an exiled card enters the battlefield under your control this way, put 2 +1/+1 counters on it. So what exactly does this do? Essentially, you get to exile one of your opponent's creatures, and if you wanted to, you could exile one of your own creatures as well. And what that does is essentially if the opponent ends up removing this to get their creature back, you also get your creature back, hopefully getting an enters the battlefield ability, and that creature also gets 2 +1/+1 counters on it as well. So you have a whole bunch of stuff in the deck that hopefully works beautifully with this. But first things first, guys, for anyone who does not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well. Also, guys, this is going to be another community brew. So for next Sunday, we're going to go ahead and revisit this deck, but I'm going to go ahead and modify it based on whatever suggestions you leave down in the comments below. You can also drop suggestions over in our brand new Discord. Make sure you guys join that up. It's in the description. Yeah, let's go over the rest of the deck here, guys. We got 4 Codespell Clerics, 2 Lunarch Veterans, and 4 Monk of the Open Hands, as we're going to have a little bit of a second spell synergy going on here. We have 4 Clarion Spirits for that second spell synergy, right? 2 Dawnbringer Clerics, just a great little enters the battlefield ability here that does a lot, right? You can gain life with it if you need it. You can destroy target enchantment, or you can exile target card from a graveyard. Tenacious Underdog. Yeah, so pretty cool card right now. Does a lot. 4 Ledger Shredders. So again, we got that second spell synergy going on here. So of course Ledger Shredder, and it's for Ledger Shredder, it is whenever a player casts their second spell. So that can actually do a lot, right? Got 4 Gala Greeters. Naturally, we're going to be able to drop a ton of creatures onto the board all the time, so it's a good one. 3 Prosperous Innkeepers. The life gain's good. The treasure is even better, though, and it does a lot. 2 Extraction Specialists. Now, I'm surprised we're not seeing more of this card, but I guess as far as white goes, it does have better 3-drops, but this one's pretty spicy, guys. So for 3 mana, it's a 3/2 lifelink, not bad. When Extraction Specialist enters the battlefield, return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to the battlefield. That creature can't attack or block for as long as you control Extraction Specialist. So this ends up working out really nicely if your 2-drops or 1-drops, right, have really good abilities. And that happens to be the case here with our 2-drops, right? And then you can always remove your Extraction Specialist from the board if you wanted to attack with that creature with your Lagrella the Magpie. And we also have 4 Getaway Cars here to bounce our Codespell Clerics and stuff like that back to our hand to let us cast them back out to get more of our second spell synergies popping off with Clarion Spirit and stuff. Bunch of spirits going to be in the sky. Now, something to note here in the actual deck, we don't have ways to actually buff the spirits, you know, like ways to buff all of our creatures at once. So if that actually comes into play in our matches, it's definitely something to consider, right? Paladin class or something along those lines might be worth it in here. Now, we do have a mana base that I thought about for a little bit, and hopefully I landed on something good. Something to note here is the Who Endures, Soaring City, and we do have a cave as well as a bunch of dual land. Yeah, so only 1 of each basic land, so hopefully we don't go up against any land destruction decks, right? But the 3 basics might be able to get us there anyways, right? Okay, guys, yeah, this was a relatively fast one. It's pretty easy to go over. We see a lot of these cards often, and a lot of our choices are pretty obvious, I would say. But yeah, if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments. But of course, you might want to watch some matches first to see how it actually plays out. yeah, let's go ahead, hop into some normal play mode and see how we do. I almost outraced that intro this time. I've been doing really bad with it, and I keep blaming the lag. But I haven't had too much lag the last couple days, if I'm being real with you. Okay, we found an opponent. What you got for me, buddy? Ooh, I don't mind this hand. This is pretty good. Pretty decent. We could, we probably want to save this for green, so I guess technically we don't have a turn 1 if we wanted to save this for green for the Gala Greeters, which I think we do. Because Gala Greeters could get us treasure and stuff, which is kind of important. Okay, we might be up against control here, especially if they pass the turn. Ooh, getting their Doomscar already. Okay. Well, Doomscar is pretty devastating to for this deck in particular, but that's not going to stop me from doing stuff and things. So we're going to go for the treasure, and yeah, we are going to hold back everything else here. I know I said it's not going to stop me from doing stuff and things, but yeah, it's going to stop me for now, because if we go Monk of the Open Hand into Ledger Shredder, like, that's just too valuable of a board to not Doomscar, right? Nice, okay. Yeah, how are we going to hold this back while properly getting damage through, huh? How are we going to do this, guys? Let's go with... How are we going to do this? Because obviously... I want to... Okay, yeah, maybe it's not a Doomscar. Maybe I'm playing against something that's just not even there, right? I hope I don't get punished for this. I'm still holding the Monk of the Open Hand back, though, just in case. I'm going to go counter. Let's go... yeah, because we want a couple more things off of that. Man, this is, like, really wonky. A really weird... Nice, good discard. Really good discard there. So we want treasure token, and we want counter. No, treasure token, because the board's probably gonna get wiped here, and we don't swing. Easy block here, and if we swing with Gala Greeters too, then that just dies to the Righteous Valkyrie. Yeah, we might be playing against a Doomscar that's not there, so... But I still want, like, enough stuff in hand to be able to reestablish a board state as fast as possible. Another Righteous Valkyrie. Yeah, like I said, it might not be a Doomscar, so... Okay, sweet. So, let's... Do we just run it all out, then? I'm scared, man. I'm scared. We have tons of treasure. So here's what we're gonna do. We're going to go +1 on the first one, and then we're going to go treasure on the second one. We're going to drop the Getaway Car. Bunch of stuff is about to happen. We're going to go treasure token on the first one. Not a plus... Wait, let me double check. Yes, we're going to gain 2 life on the second one. We're going to bounce the second one back to hand is the thing here. We'll discard Monk. This is a bizarre line of play, man. Codespell is not the second spell this turn. I want the Getaway Car, I think. Whee! Okay, here we go. You. All swinging on in. Bounce the Gala Greeters back to hand. Get ready to set up for more next turn. And hopefully get out of the way of a Doomscar. If it is a Doomscar... 6 damage going through. Oh, plus the 3 over here. And we save everything. Let's see if it is a Doomscar. I don't know. Like I said, we might have just been playing around something that didn't exist. And right now, honestly, with the Getaway Car doing... Oh, it was a Behold the Multiverse, of course. I mean, that makes sense. So, I don't know. There were... Technically, if we would have known that it wasn't a Doomscar, then there would have been more efficient lines of play there. But overall, I don't know. Yeah, what would you guys have done? That's tough, man. That makes my brain hurt. Okay, my turn. Okay, Extraction Specialist is pretty spicy. I think it's gonna be the other Getaway Car here, though. 1, 2. We could go, so we go Gala Greeters to power up the car, right? Might eat a counter. It might. But like a Drawer Disruption or something just doesn't do it because of all of our treasures. And Extraction Specialist is good to keep in hand in case they do end up wiping the board along the way. That being said, we're probably going to discard it depending on what we draw to buff our Ledger Shredders. We want to get, especially this one, above the Righteous Valkyrie. Okay, it lands. We're going to go counter on you. Could be simple removal, Fateful Absence, stuff like that. We get an extra 1/1 from the Clarion Spirit here. We have 3 mana open. And yeah, we might end up discarding the Extraction Specialist. I think Getaway Car is just better to have, especially when the spirits can power it up. We don't have to return the spirits to hand. But the main plan is to bounce the other. So we're going to go Treasure. Bounce the other Gala Greeters back to hand in case of a board wipe. Okay, so Clarion Spirit can be sent. And we don't need the Spara's headquarters. I would love to buff it, though. Okay, I'll buff it. Even though now Specialist might be too valuable. It really might be. So, yeah, we'll just do it that way. That's fine. We'll power up the Getaway Car. We're going to bounce the Greeters back to hand. Power up the Getaway Car. Wow. A lot of stuff happening here. A full swing is worth it. Submit 0. Bounce that back to hand. Keep it nice and safe. That's definitely worth it, man. Yeah, because those Ledger Shredders are doing a lot, and other than that, that's... Oh! Oh! They needed to block at least one of the Getaway Cars. GG, man, I don't even know. They didn't have removal there. No Fading Hope, no Fateful Absence. I was really racking my brain there, especially at the beginning, before, like, trying to play around a Doomscar, but holy cow. And that match was a perfect one to showcase why we don't actually have a ton of removal in the deck. Wait, do we have any removal in the deck? I don't think so. I think we're just focused on getting nice chunky creatures through. But yeah, depending on what we go up against, we might want to add removal for next week, right? So I did leave a lot of options open for making the deck better. It's going to be a turn 2 Ledger Shredder here. Reinforced Ronin. Okay, this could be scary, but we always have life gain options off the Gala Greeters, so I guess it'll be Gala Greeters. Could easily be Spikefield Hazard, Play with Fire, anything else, like anything and everything else. A nice Shatterskull Charger. Okay. Yep, that's pretty scary. That's really scary, especially if we don't see a 1-drop here. Yeah. Hear me out. Getting greedy. So, Lagrella the Magpie. I think we can survive one more turn. We're gonna go Treasure Swing. I think we could survive. The Shatterskull Charger has Trample, so it's very scary, but we could do this, guys. Take a little bit of damage, potentially gain a bunch. Oh, losing both of the Gala Greeters is so bad for us, though. Oh no, guys. Oh no. So we're gonna go Clarion Spirit. We need some blockers now at this point. Chump blockers don't do a lot. Yeah, both of their main creatures being able to get off of the board and out of the range of the Magpie is just really, really good right now. Yep, and they can drop Shatterskull pretty successfully here. Another Strangle. Oh no, opponent's rocking it right now. Yep, that is terrifying, dude. Their red is ripping through us right now. Ah, man. Okay, Ledger Shredder's pretty good. Good. We probably should have had Ledger Shredder down earlier, honestly, to try to get out of the red zone. Because they've been playing... Yeah, we got to keep that as an emergency blocker, at least to chump the Ronin. Anyways, yeah, because they've been playing like 2 cards every single time a lot, so... Reinforced Ronin. Yep, see? Perfect. Perfect. Keep the Lagrella because that hits the charger well. Getaway Car not doing a lot here because we need to defend ourselves. Hold on. Let me think about this, right? Definitely want to kill the Reinforced Ronin. Problem is... Yep, I think we do this. I really wanted the Magpie to do something this game, but it's just better to... Oh my goodness, another one. Okay. So we're gonna go... I could just play it outright to make sure we get the Ledger Shredder doing things, right? Go ahead and get Luminous Phantom down. Do we want to buff the Ledger Shredder now? See, Den of the Bugbear is a problem. And so being able to block into it's pretty good, actually. Extraction Specialist, beautiful. That life. So we're going to go ahead and submit 0 here. Although we could hit the Luminous Phantom, I think it's better to submit 0. No attacks. So Luminous Phantom has a really cool thing with the Lagrella the Magpie. Whenever another creature you control leaves the battlefield, works with this ability. Oh, Royal Eruption to the face. GG opponent, man. I don't know if I played that one well enough, but their red deck really popped off. Very, very nice. Very cool. I love the addition of the Charger. I personally think that's an underplayed red card, and if you guys have been looking at the decks that I have like at the top, like whenever we go to click on the decks and stuff, you'll notice a red deck wins deck ready to showcase at some point here soon. It has Charger in it. Spoiler alert, right? It's a valuable card, man. Underplayed, and opponent realized that. Like, it just ripped through us there, so... So it's worth doing the headquarters, making sure we can set up for Gala Greeters. Yeah, that last red game, man, like them hitting both of our Gala Greeters and whatnot, like there was just so many little instances that just tore us apart, right? I'm gonna go green here, I think. We have an option to play this on white, and yeah, we don't necessarily need it out on blue because of the headquarters. Got some Gruul colors. They foretold a card, which is probably a Crush the Weak, right? Probably Crush the Weak. So if it is a Crush the Weak, then what we want to do is go ahead and get that Getaway Car madness going, huh? Come back to the hand, Gala Greeters. It's too dangerous out there for you, buddy. It's too dangerous. I'll wait to try to get more going for you. Whoa, we got Naya colors over there. Okay, what could that be? A Lorehold deck, right? Lorehold? If it is Lorehold, Dawnbringer Cleric's going to be too valuable to pass up. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go Gala Greeters. Codespell. So now's the time to hit the Gala Greeters. They go for a nope. They go for a nope. Counter, counter. Now. Now. Okay, I'm down. I'm down. Power up the Getaway Car. Swing on in. Bounce the Codespell back to hand. Not going to play it this turn. Crush the Weak only hits for 2, right? Cathartic Pyre. Okay, very nice. Yep, that gets rid of the car. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and end here because next turn, second Gala Greeters into the Codespell is just really valuable. Restoration. This is the Lorehold build, guys. This is a terrifying build, but I'm telling you what, this Dawnbringer Cleric, like ripping a Lorehold out of their grave is going to be devastating for them. Also, Lagrella the Magpie also can capture Lorehold quite effectively, so... Gala Greeters. Counter. Codespell. Treasure token. Counter. Counter. Trying to get everything up to a safe range to get away from a Crush the Weak or something, right? This deck's actually a little bit hard to play, guys. Like, I'm really racking my brain to know the correct order of things, and I'm not sure I'm landing on it, honestly. Especially when half the time we have no idea what we're up against. So, at this point, we do know what we're up against, so... Doomscar. Yep, yep, yep. Okay, I'm actually surprised they didn't Doomscar earlier, or they didn't have the double white, did they? Yeah, so we're gonna just go ahead, double check grave. We're gonna get rid of restoration before they get the goodies. Yeah, we could take it. Yeah, no, this is a good play. This is a good play because it lets us go ahead and go Lagrella. And which this actually evades another Doomscar as we get to bring a Dawnbringer Cleric back, right? And we'll keep the Who Endures in hand. Yeah, very tough matches, guys. I'll tell you what, having our boards get obliterated is tough. Whoa! Whoa! Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this isn't a Lorehold build. Eee. Another Magpie. I don't know if we... So they have blue in the deck, but... Put target land. Yeah, I don't know if we let them ramp here. I think we... Because if we let them ramp off the Waking the Trolls and then kill it after, they get an additional ramp off of the Who Endures, and I really don't know what they're running right now, so... very tough match, guys. I apologize. I'm not playing this out well enough, I don't think. My brain hurts, guys. Somebody help. Send food. Okay. So honestly, pretty bad draws with the Magpie here, but I mean, what do I expect running 4 of the same legendary? Oh, brilliant restoration. Yeah, no, that makes a lot more sense than a Lorehold build. Gets to destroy another land, which is really, really bad. I still think we destroyed that though, right? Worth the risk? I think so. Because eventually the Saga was going to go to the grave anyways, and they would have just had the restoration regardless. I don't know, man. I don't know how to play against this deck. I was like really leaning towards, oh yeah, that's like a Crush the Weak. But it ended up being Doomscar, which I don't think the Lorehold decks run Doomscar because it has a potential of blowing up itself, right? So yeah, just not knowing what we were up against here was enough to get pretty wrecked. Like the, yeah, losing the Gala Greeters and everything, that definitely did it. So they got the ramp off the Waking the Troll. Next turn they get like 1,000 4/4s, which is really scary. Big score. I'm gonna let them play this out because I don't know how often opponent would actually get all those 4/4 trolls. That's actually really fun. Bunch of treasure. I have 7 open mana, guys. That is absurd. That's enough to cast another Brilliant Restoration, not like they need to. Fable the Mirror Breaker. So you guys have any ideas for the deck yet? It's a really neat one, right? Like, it has like a lot of different things going on with it. So yeah, okay. So not having a blue source here from the Waking the Troll, that is really bad. Really, really bad. Other words, there's a neat thing that we can do where we can drop the other Magpie, select this one to survive, we get Dawnbringer back, destroy enchantment, and we would have been able to prevent these trolls from spawning. Yes, 7 4/4 trolls. Oh my goodness. I am gonna let the opponent play this one out. This is a fun one. I was not anticipating a 4-color Brilliant Restoration deck. The Waking the Trolls is nasty, dude, and I'll tell you what, getting easier to play, right? Because there's so many great options to get treasure and other ways to ramp, where, yeah, Waking the Trolls, man, we're probably going to see that more often, especially with all the 3-color decks floating about. See if we hit a blue source. Like that's going to do anything at this point, right? But I don't know. It'd be nice to play another one. Oh, nice. Hey. Hey, let's go. Destroy target enchantment. I did it, guys. Oh, we probably should have hit the architect, though, if I'm being real with you. It's over regardless. Oh, woo. Scary, man. They're rocking the Kami War in there too. So it's a 5, technically a 5-color deck, but they're probably not too. No blue sources. Good game. Let's let them attack in, guys. You never know. They might have that quest to attack with creatures, which is literally one of my least favorite quests, as when you're about to win the game, usually the opponents scoop it up and then you don't get to swing with all those creatures. So you have to keep playing over and over again to wrap that quest up. But you never know. That looked like fun, though. That looked like a ton of fun. Right into the next match, and we're hoping to not run into any more like that. That was very scary. Oh my goodness. I want some creature matchups, man. Like, I want to see how this does against runes and stuff. Or the new Boros deck floating about. That'd be sick. Good hand. Really good hand, guys. Probably best hand of the evening. Right? I think so. They're gonna remove it right away. Spikefield Hazard it is. Okie dokies. Yeah, remove it while you can. Makes sense. Buff Innkeeper. I guess so. Like, it's not the greatest play now that the monk is gone right away, but like I don't mind this. Probably gonna grab Innkeeper off the Magpie. I think that's fine. So we buff the Codespell Cleric instead. Okay, Voltage Surge it is. Ooh, that's much better though than the Magpie right now. Bounce Innkeeper back to hand. One's open here. Ray of Enfeeblement. Oh no. Opponent's got some removal today, guys. That's particularly scary. 3 super cheap removal right out the gate, and that just means they have more. Which, yeah, that could be really bad. think we go white there. Ledger Shredder's okay. We go Ledger Shredder to power up the Getaway Car. And I'm actually going to keep Ledger Shredder on the board, I think. What do you guys think about that? I think that's fine. Since we're having trouble keeping stuff on the board anyways, if they end up, like, next turn it could meat hook for 2 doesn't hit it, so. Okay, so we got some Grixis control here, and Ray of Enfeeblement's a really good addition because of all the angels floating about. It hits a ton of stuff. -4/-4 to white creatures. Yeah, it hits a ton of stuff. Okay, Extraction Specialist, bring Innkeeper back isn't bad, as we get to tap Innkeeper for Getaway Car, bounce it back to hand, right? And then we can actually recast the Innkeeper, if we wanted to, off the treasure. Spicy. Very spicy. I like it. Opponent's thinking, do I devastate the board now or wait for him to power up Getaway Car? I don't know what could be open for 4. It's most likely more spot removal, but we'll see, won't we? Spot removal? Yep. Okay. There's not much we could do about that. We almost had a really cool combo there, where we were going to recast the Innkeeper, get another treasure, and then get the Connive off the Ledger Shredder to get it above Meat Hook for 3, but losing the Getaway Car, huh? Oh no, don't be like a Cathartic Pyre or something. Opponent, don't do it. No. No. You don't look at my Extraction Specialist. Oh, double Voltage Surge. Okay. So unfortunately, Magpie's just not doing a lot here. I really want it to, but opponents aren't playing creatures today, so yep, gets rid of both of those. So I'm gonna, yeah, ditch the Magpie, and I hope that was the correct option. Too much mana. Down to 9. It's a fun deck, though. I'm trying to think what we could do to make it better. We're not showcasing it well enough against creature decks, unfortunately, so that might be something to consider. 3 getting through. I'm holding Clarion Spirit back. Like, there is a point where, like, if they remove the entire board, then it's just over. And Clarion Spirit would be able to... Okay. So if we would have dropped the Clarion Spirit, that would have been really bad. So what this does is it reestablishes a board state in hopes that they don't have another board wipe, right? 5 power. I mean... Or 4 power, my apologies. For some reason, I'm thinking that this already connived. That I'm just crazy. Invoke Despair. There's a little bit of life and they get to draw here, but it's looking good. It's looking pretty good, man. It's going to be the same concept. Man, I wish I had more creature land in the deck at this point, huh? Yeah, same concept. We keep Gala Greeters back in our hand. And, I mean, our deck is resilient so far. Being able to survive this much removal feels pretty good. That being said, there's definitely more removal in their hand, so... Oh no, extract the truth. Oh wow, the opponent has had it. Oh, Shadow's Verdict. Oh, the devastation, guys. Oh no, we need to see our cave, but it comes out tapped. Oh no. Yeah, like if we would have had our cave out there this turn, right, we would have been able to swing in for victory. Yep, Invoke Despair, draw 3, down to 11. That's pretty brutal, guys. Pretty brutal. Cave of the Frost. Oh no. Oh no, guys. Okay. Here goes nothing, right? Like, this is rough. Now, technically, we're supposed to be able to sustain ourselves against board wipe decks with our getaway cars, right? By bringing our creatures or our important creatures back to our hand and being able to recast them after the opponent tries to wipe a board, and then getaway car is an artifact at the end of the day. So that's the concept, but we're not seeing that. What? Dude. 6 mana, no removal for the cave? That's incredible, man. I mean, I guess that's... I guess they used their other 20 removal on all of our other creatures. Oh my goodness. Let's go one more match, guys. I really want to showcase the deck against another creature build, but we'll see. Because I want Magpie to be good. I really do. We'll see what happens here. There's no way I've been playing this deck optimally though, right? Like there's just like so many little things to consider. Did opponent just mulligan twice? Uh-oh. That's not good. At least they're sticking around. That's awesome. Thank you, opponent, for being here. Yeah, Plains is fine, and setting up for Innkeeper into Getaway Car next turn is better than setting up for our double spells. So, what would you guys do there? Don't know if we're going to need double white at some point, so I think it's fine to drop the city here. Power this up. Swing on in, bounce Innkeeper. And now we're set up to go Clarion Spirit into Innkeeper to go wider, or Shredder if we want. Cabaret Courtyard. Their third one. Their third Cabaret Courtyard. There's going to be Clarion Spirit here, I think. We don't know what they have open. For double green, but bounce Innkeeper back. And now we're starting to showcase, like, yeah, I guess all the matches kind of showcased what the deck was supposed to be doing in a way, but Druid class, is this a ramp build? Huh. See, if we were up against like aggro or something, then we'd be playing this very differently. I think it's fine to go Ledger Shredder. And we'll save the Innkeeper for now as... Wait. This is definitely the kind of deck... Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna get rid of the Innkeeper. This is definitely the kind of deck that ends up... I should have just played Innkeeper out, guys. Because we would have gotten extra treasure off of it. And I see the original plan was don't bounce the Ledger Shredder. But now I'm realizing that they could probably be running board wipes like Doomscar and such. And the new 4-mana board wipe and stuff too. So yeah, that's something. So I should have just done Innkeeper because... Yeah, because I wanted to bounce Ledger Shredder back to hand. Splendid Reclamation. They're going to gain a ton of life here. Holy cow. Oh my goodness. Dude, nice. Resolve all. Holy cow, bro. Yeah, I'd say they're going to have enough life for now. This is definitely the type of deck that would run a board wipe, though, right? I made the right decision to bounce this back. I hope. So Druid class comboing with all of those spicy new land. Very cool. Monk of the open hand. Okay, so I will go Monk into Innkeeper. Get that extra treasure, get a bunch of extra stuff going on, see what we draw here. Dawnbringer Cleric. Okay, I do want to buff this now. And we're going to go Dawnbringer Cleric, break their druid class. Power up with cleric for more enchantments, right? Full swing. Bounce Dawnbringer. Oh my goodness. Opponent gains so much life. Down to 14. Go ahead and keep that in hand as a potential discard target for Ledger Shredder, and we really don't need to play the land out. Really? GG opponent. Well, 5 matches in. We're about 40 minutes into the video, so I guess that's that. 60% win rate over here in normal play mode. Honestly, I can't believe it. I was not expecting that. I mean, I was expecting the deck to be relatively janky. Here it is. Magpie ETBs, all based around enter the battlefield abilities. Lagrella the Magpie, Getaway Car did a lot of stuff there. Once again, Getaway Car just proves that it's a really decent card, man. Extraction Specialist did a lot here too. A really spicy pair with Ledger Shredder, being able to discard, like, I don't know, like for example, a Dawnbringer Cleric and bringing it back with the Specialist later on is pretty cool, man. With all the ETB abilities, bouncing cards back to our hands, playing them out again for second spell abilities. The deck did everything it was supposed to. Other than that, we just didn't get to see many creatures, so Lagrella being removal just didn't really... We didn't really get to see it, unfortunately, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see it next Sunday. Remember, this is going to be a community brew, so go ahead and leave your suggestions in the comments. I'll do my best to implement as many of them as possible for next Sunday. And yeah, we'll go ahead and revisit this deck. And if you made it this far into the video, thank you so much. You guys are champions. I will see you in the next video.